Hello and welcome to Warsaw. Now this game is just absolutely crazy good looking because every single thing is, well, handcrafted. It is hand-painted graphics right here. And yeah, basically this is a mix between Darkest Dungeon and Valiant Hearts. We are in 1944 Poland and we are attempting to repel the enemy menace. So let's start a new game. Oh yes, and if you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this video is not sponsored. I did not receive any payment for playing this. I just thought it looked really good. So I thought, hey, let's bring it to your attention. Battered by opposing forces on two fronts, the Third Reich begins to crumble. In Central Europe, Poland lies at the heart of the storm, caught between the waning Nazi oppression and the rising Soviet threat. Despite the unfavorable odds, the Polish Home Army, now an underground resistance movement, is given the go-ahead by the country's government in exile. As the final part of the countrywide Operation Tempest, they had to launch one last act of defiance, an uprising in Warsaw. Which is exactly what this game is named. Oh yes, exactly. So August 1st, 1944, the W hour. The first skirmishes begin. Alright, so here we go. I have already gone through the tutorial beforehand, but I'm actually just going to go through it again just so you can see the gameplay mechanics explained by the game itself, because they are much better than what I'm going to say. And if you've played Darkest Dungeon, you'll probably know a little bit better about what the gameplay mechanics are all about than I do, but you know, we're gonna just continue forward right now. So basically, exploration is done through holding your mouse button down and walking around the streets, and then you can, well, basically explore and encounter a wide variety of different things. These can be random events, this can be loot, these can be battles. And you can see here the available encounters are displayed down in the bottom right. So we have one battle available, and I can choose where I go, by the way. I can choose where I go, but I only have 100 action points, or, you know, dependent to a certain value of action points. And if these action points run out, that's game over. That is game over. So let's see. Initiate this encounter. So we're going to go over here and go and see what's going on here. Your team needs ammunition before they can join the fight. Let us proceed into this event. Before you set out for the rally point, the first order of business is to arm yourself. Your team arrives to receive their assigned share of ammunition from a resistance arsenal, and not a moment too soon. A Nazi patrol appears in the distance, likely alarmed by the unusual activity in the district. If you want to rendezvous with the uprising, you will have to fight your way through. Alright, so we're going to be gaining short ammo, long ammo, heavy ammo. Each and every one of these is assigned to a different kind of weapon. So short ammo is going to be used for pistols and things, long ammo for rifles, and heavy ammo for other things. So, you know, rocket launchers, I suppose. Anyway, let's continue onward. Okay, so text events, they are going to offer you multiple options as well. And as you can see here, failing these checks will typically result in negative consequences. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? Yes. Most likely going to get all those. Anyway, items left in caches remain there until the end of the mission as well. So now we have one event and one battle still remaining. Now, by the way, these arrows that you can see here just above your little icon, your little representation on the map, they basically tell you which way to go, so you know where you're going and you're not wasting your time running in random places. But you can do that if you want to, as long as you have enough action points to get to where you need to go. Anyway, this is the combat tutorial, and basically you have varying amounts of different abilities. You have skills, and you are going to need to, it's turn-based, kind of. It's kind of turn-based. Basically how it goes is you have a determined amount of actions dependent on how many units you have on your side. So I have 3 at the moment, so I have 3 actions, as you can see at the top here. I have 3 activations is what they call it in the game here. And the enemy, they have 2 activations because they have 2 units. So that is exactly what we're going to do. So we are just going to be using target acquired here, and we're going to be using it against the enemy grenadier, who is over here. And as you can see, very much Darkest Dungeon-esque with their attacks and everything. And we did 15 damage to that guy, which is pretty nice. Now, there is another thing. Stamina, as you can see right there. Stamina, basically what it does is as soon as you take an action in the game, you lose 1 stamina, or one of your character, whichever character moves at that particular point, loses 1 stamina. So, for example, if I were to attack with Kristov, this guy, which I have selected right now, if I were to attack with him all the time, he would run out of stamina, and then he wouldn't be able to do anything until he gained stamina back. And every single, I think every single round, they will recover 1 stamina. So then I have to use a different unit if I wanted to do that. And we have a medic here as well, which is actually really nice. So we can actually use her to heal him up. And, well, you'll see a little bit later on what the hideout and the base mechanics are all about as well, because let's just say that health is persistent. You may think, hey, I can just kill every single unit on the enemy side apart from one guy who's not going to do that much damage, and I can just use first aid to heal up. But that's actually not the case, because if I were to use first aid in that way, and I were to, let's say I were to use it on this fellow right here, and he has 62 out of 70 at the moment, but if, let's say I were to use first aid, then he'd be at full HP, right? Well, that's the thing. When you get to your hideout, their injuries are only going to be temporarily healed by first aid while you are in the combat zone. But as soon as you get to the hideout, they will go back down to whichever is the lowest HP value that they received in combat. So hopefully that's understandable, but you're going to see an explanation by the game a little bit later on. Anyway, okay, so what are we going to do here? Okay, so auxiliary skills. So we have 2 auxiliary skills right here. So you can end the current activation without using any skills, or you can use movement. And this is cool. You can use a stamina. So we're going to just move here, and that moves him behind this cover a little bit. And then we're going to be able to use target acquired. Bear in mind that each skill and ability has a different range. And you can see here, flanking. Flanking is something I don't particularly understand, so I'm going to actually read this for myself as well as you. Combatants on both sides occupy tiles on one of 2 horizontal lanes. All targets attacked from the other lane are considered flanked and receive 15% bonus damage. Note that this applies both to your party and the enemies and does not apply to enemy heavy weapons or armored units. Now it is time to make use of this bonus. I still don't understand it for some reason. Ah, I do understand it now. Okay, yeah, I get it. Basically, if you attack from the other lane, then it gives you flanking bonus, which is actually really nice. So let's target this guy. There we go. Did 16 damage instead of 15, but of course there is a wildly variable amount of damage that you can do. The game is not entirely based on RNG, but there is a bit of it in there. So now we can select Casimir's, and he can use a contraband ammunition buff, which allows bleed chance and burn chance to be increased by 80%, which is just crazy good. And then we're going to buff our guy back there, and then he's going to gain that extra buff. Skills can apply an array of buffs which are displayed as icons. So as you can see right there, bleed chance up by 80%, and that means that he can then use a bleed ability, and hopefully it will then apply much more likely than it would have previously. So we're going to select Christoph once again, and as you can see, we do have an 80% chance to bleed. It will the enemy will bleed for 2 turns, and then we're going to have a fun time. So let's select the rifleman. Ooh, 21 damage. I feel like single shot is a really, really good ability. Maybe that's just me, but maybe if you try out the game, then you will also agree with me that single shot is really cool. You can also get new skills and everything. You know, your units can acquire new skills and new abilities and all kinds of wonderful things. So you'll see exactly what happens there when we go into our hideout. All right, so basically this guy's bleeding, and I think he's going to die no matter whether I do anything to him from now on. So basically what I could do is I could do full auto, and I could do some damage to this guy. There you go, 18 damage. That's pretty nice. He's only got 11 HP remaining. And he's going to try it, yeah. So they have this ability called Draw Out, which basically moves them a little bit closer. So I would assume that that basically makes it a little easier for them to hit me, but I don't think that really matters. Okay, so we're just going to kill this guy. 85% chance. There we go, done. I know that I said the bleed was going to finish him off, but it looks like the bleed wasn't, because the bleed does 7 to 8 damage, and yeah, he had 10 HP. So I think it did that at least. So, well, whatever the case, let's do another full auto, and hopefully, yeah, full auto is quite bad on the accuracy, so I probably should just use single shot here, but I can't. As you can see, I can't because he is too close, which is a big problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy behind here, And I'm just gonna... Can I use single shot now? Oh, I've got to wait for this guy to move, of course. And he's gonna use a grenade against us. How wonderful of him. Oh, we're still too close. Okay, we're still too close? That's annoying. Oh, well. Yeah, we're still... okay, I'll just do target acquired then instead. 70% chance? Yeah. 70% chance and we still miss. Can we maybe... no, that's not going to work either. Okay, well, what about mow down? That's got 90%... oh, no, 68% accuracy, but he is, unfortunately, a little bit behind cover. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. He's done. You are victorious. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, so going pretty well so far, but as you see there, death is permanent. So if, you know, if you guys die, then they're done. Anyway, whether in battle or events, it is vital to keep your characters alive and well, especially since their health does not replenish automatically. Exactly. Sometimes it is better to avoid combat altogether. Alright, let's go for the final event. Having emerged victorious from their first real engagement, your team descends into the city's sewer network to reach the rally point. There is little time to celebrate, however, for the hard part comes next. The uprising is now in full swing. The long battle has begun. Let us proceed. And when all objectives are fulfilled in a particular mission, an icon will appear in the upper left corner of the screen, which is there, and then you can just press that, and then you can go back to the hideout, which is going to be very cool to show you. Alright, now, these are all of the various districts that you can, shall we say, take part in, and also protect and increase the morale of, and basically this is the meta game of the game. So this is like the overarching action that you're going to be doing a lot of different things in. So you can see here we have how many? 6. Yep, 6 districts, and you have to make sure that each of them has good morale. But of course, in classic, very difficult decision-making style, they're making it difficult by having 3 missions, and you can only pick one of them, and then of course the others are going to immediately fail. So there is that kind of harsh reality to deal with. So let's proceed on to this event. You are visited by a rather clueless-looking young man who insists on joining the uprising on the front line, all fired up to serve where the battle is thickest. He lays out his case with an unflinching, almost romantic passion. However, he also readily admits that he has 0 combat experience after living a somewhat sheltered life. Moreover, it is almost by accident that you learn that he has been recently rejected by the love of his life, meaning the entire request may be a facade for an overpowering death wish. When confronted about this, he merely states that neither of them will live to see the end of the war anyway. Ooh, okay. Okay, so basically what we can do now is we can say all help for the uprising is welcome and grant his request. We can approve his request but assign him somewhere relatively safe, or we can deny his request. I suppose what I'm going to do is relatively safe. I mean, it's war. Is there anywhere that's relatively safe? But I guess I'm going to do that. You grant the man's request without immediately tossing him to the meat grinder, instead opting for a much less intense posting within the uprising's territory. Despite his agreement, come the evening, tragic news reaches your ears. The man instead chose to slit his own throat. Yeah, that's not good, is it? No, that's not good. So as you can see, our uprising has now lost a whole bunch of momentum, which is really bad. So that was a bad choice on my part. Great. Oh well, never mind. I guess I will have to do a little bit better in the next choice-based event, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here's the hideout. We're just going to go through the hideout tutorial just very, very quickly, just so you can see exactly what's going on. So basically what you can do is you can select any of these NPCs, and they will tell you exactly what they do. So visiting the priest allows you to see the list of all resistance fighters who have fallen in the service of the uprising. Did we... No, that's just a that's just an example. I was thinking to myself, we didn't lose our medic, thank you very much. Then we have the provisioner, who is basically our arsenal area, and serves as the trade hub. It is through her that you're able to purchase your basic equipment, repair any damaged gear, and sell unwanted weaponry and excess ammunition. Aside from trading, you can obtain supplies through activities during missions. So you can repair things if you want to. We don't necessarily need to do that. You can barter as well, so you can buy flares, which reveal all points of interest in a small radius during missions, which is actually very, very useful. Then you can buy some weapons, and so on and so forth. Nothing really to worry about there. Then we have the nurse. The nurse is going to be very important because, as I said previously, any healing performed in the field is temporary and does not carry over. Upon return, characters will be at the lowest health level they had during the mission. To recover permanently, they will need to see the nurse. Although you can take wounded party members out for missions, the hideout is the only place where they will regenerate health over time. So that is very, very important to take into account. And then we have our character overviews right here. So you can basically take a look and see exactly what they have. As you can see, this guy is a recruit rank. He has a base accuracy of 83%, crit chance, dodge chance, and so on and so forth. And then you can see his skills. So if I wanted to, I could equip him with this skill instead of one of these. Personally, I don't really see the necessity to do that because I think he has some pretty decent ones. And then we have weapons. So to equip a weapon, press blah, 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 and then press that on a matching weapon slot. Each combatant has a predefined set of weapon types they can carry, and each weapon provides you with 2 skills native to its type. You cannot equip 2 weapons of the same type. So we have a Kar 98K and a DP 27. And that's apparently what we have available to us and what we have equipped. So he can use these abilities as a result of having those equipped. He can use single shot, and he can also use target acquired, as well as mow down and full auto. So you can see here that target acquired is not equipped at the moment because we have burn chance up or contraband ammunition instead. And he also has experience. So by completing missions, your party might obtain commendations. This shared resource can be used to promote your characters to higher ranks. Each character can rank up 3 times, and every time they do so, they gain 1 ability from a choice of 2. Note that the order of receiving these sets is not constant and will vary with each playthrough. Yeah, by the way, there's a huge amount of insane replayability with this game, and, well, it's just crazy. Anyway, additionally, some character rank ups will also grant an additional ability. So basically, what we can do is we can get damage up if we want to. We can get blind, which decreases accuracy. That actually seems like a really, really good skill to me, in my opinion. Shall we, can I actually rank up? I don't think I have any. No, I don't think I have any right now, so can't do that. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so there's our other guy, Christoph. He's really good, in my opinion. I think he's probably my best character, but it's going to be everyone's best character, I suppose, when you first start playing. And then we have the recruiter. So basically, volunteers are these things which do not rank up. They cannot rank up, but they are used to fill in your squad composition. And so, you know, that's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. I actually don't mind that too much, so I think I might recruit one. We have 2 now, which is actually kind of amusing. But anyway, let's go. The informant is your window into the status of the uprising. Here you can monitor the overall condition of the uprising as well as individual resistance pockets in specific districts. Okay, so here's the thing. If you reach 0 momentum, the game ends. So you're going to need to be a bit careful about that. And basically what you can now do is you can click on New Mission, and every time you set out, the informant will mark your map with available missions. These are the missions that are available in these particular districts. And each mission takes several days to complete. As your team cannot be everywhere at the same time, you can pick only 1 mission at a time. Any remaining missions will fail, so pick your engagements wisely. Select a district with a mission symbol to see the details. So you can see here, we have this one, which basically requires us to secure the district, and we're going to be gaining some supplies for doing this. Otherwise, we are going to gain 1 attrition point for this particular district. And as a result, if they get to 10, you're probably going to lose the district, I would assume. So you can deploy there if you so desire. Or you can go over here, collect supplies from hidden stashes throughout the city. Mission duration is 5 days. We will gain a commendation as well as a damaged revolver. I really don't even know what to do, to be honest. So collecting the stashes, deliver supplies to resistance forces, that might actually be pretty good. Damaged grenade. Yeah, I mean, we could repair. Ooh, damaged heavy weapon. That seems pretty fun, actually. So let's do that. Okay, so secure the district. I don't know what difficulty each of these missions is. Doesn't seem to actually say. So it's going to be a bit of a funny time. But anyway, I'm going to try and take some more short ammo here. We have a whole bunch of it. And we'll take some long ammo as well, and we'll take some heavy ammo too, just to make sure that we have enough. Actually, I'm actually putting it away, aren't I? Yes, I'm actually putting it away. So let's just keep a whole bunch of heavy ammo on us right there, and we'll just deploy all of our people in the right way. And I think I'll take explosive projectile. That actually looks really good. He's using a Piat, which I assume is like a rocket launcher of some kind. So I guess I'm going to take him. And let's go. Alright, so we need to secure the district. So let us make our way over to... well, there is an arrow going upwards, but I think these are a little bit closer to me. So let's see what we can do. There's one event here. Oh, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. So, yeah, those things, by the way, these patrols, they can see you from very large areas, you can see. Okay, so there's an ammo crate. Let's loot all of this. And let's go continue going down here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's problematic. So sweep and secure, that basically... I'm not entirely sure if we can do this. Well, let's have a look-see here. Okay, there's an event. Perhaps your team should take a closer look. Okay. Well, I would be very happy to do that. Your team scouts out an enemy firearm lying discarded in the city grime ahead. While you obviously have no way of inspecting its condition or ammo reserves from your secluded position, it could very well prove to be a valuable find. Send forth one of your men to reclaim it. A minute later, your companion returns and hands the gun over for examination. An extra firearm could certainly prove useful, but this one, however, is only half of the equation. It is out of ammunition. Alright. Well, that's perfectly fine. I'm happy with this. Okay, so I have 72 action points remaining. So, let's go straight up and see if I can avoid most of the fighting. Because, personally, most of these squads that you see here, they're really tough, by the way. They have a lot of members, and they're very difficult to deal with. So let's actually just move in here and see if we can... okay, there we go. All right, I just wanted to get the small band. Oh, small band, he says, as there's 4 enemies. But thankfully, one of them is a medic, so we should have not too bad a time. But yeah, this is going to be maybe slightly problematic, especially considering we have generic insurgent all the way here. Okay, explosive projectile. I guess I'm going to try and kill the medic first. Or maybe we should try and kill the flamethrower guy. I think the medic is going to be the most difficult, so let's try and take that out as best we can. Combat boosters. Yes, exactly. Combat boosters. That's what we don't want to see. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me see if I can maybe do... no, that's not close enough, or not further away enough. Okay, let's do some contraband ammunition. Let's buff Christoph a little bit. Yeah, they're setting up, which is not very good. Okay, so let's do 100% accuracy. Oh, yeah, this is the explosive. Okay, yeah, this is the explosive. I remember using this. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We missed that guy, but that's okay. And they all resisted the bleed, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? Yeah, so Christoph does actually have a rocket launcher as well. But it does not allow him to use that often because it uses 2 stamina. So that is unfortunate. Okay, so let's try and kill... Yeah, there we go. We got the medic. Okay, that's great, because that means no more healing for these guys. And now we're on turn 2. So let's see what we can do here. We could do a barricade. Can we actually just put up a barricade right here? No, we can't do that. Okay, I'm going to move him. Should I move him over here? Let's move him over here. And we'll do it. Maybe we'll do another explosive projectile or something like that. But I'd like to see if we can maybe... yes, we can do some more damage here. Or maybe we could just do a single shot. We should probably just do a single shot and just eliminate the officer. Ooh. Okay. That was a... I think that was a 90% chance or an 80% chance or something like that. So yeah, that was really not very good. Oh well. I guess we'll just try a little bit more here. 78% was able to hit. Yeah. Yeah, those XCOM percentages, they're getting me, aren't they? Yes, they certainly are. Alright, we seem to be on fire now, which is not very pleasant. Okay, well, I guess I could do another explosive projectile. How much percentage do I have? 48% chance. That is really awful, but I do have a flank. I don't know whether I really want to do a 48% chance. That's just kind of awful, isn't it? 85% chance, that's much better. There we go. Okay, that's what we want to see. And let's see if we can... Okay, so this is some pretty decent cover right there as well. And we haven't taken significant damage just yet. I feel like it's pretty good, the damage that we've taken. And let's just eliminate this... Okay, apparently not eliminate him. 85% chance was a miss. Very surprising there. But oh well, never mind. Okay, well, I don't even know what to do now. I guess maybe we should do some full auto. 37% chance? That's just absolutely terrible. What about single shot? 53% chance for this guy. And a 53% chance hits? Are you serious? Okay, well, RNG. That's what it is. You know, that's completely what it is. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so now we can use mow down a little bit more. Do we want to do that, or do we... No, we're going to have to wait for him to recover some stamina. I guess we'll just use this guy. 62% chance. Shall I do some damage to the cover? The cover is just terrible and kind of useless. Let's put some... let's put a barricade up there so that our forces have a little bit of extra protection. That seems like a good idea. And we've got one more action point. So, character suppressed. Yes. Okay, great. So that's exactly what the flamethrower guy did to us, which is not very nice of him. All right, well, I guess I will try and kill the dog. I don't really want to do this. Let's face it. You know, I don't really want to do that, but it is an enemy that I have to take out in the game. So, you know, it's not really something I'm a big fan of, but oh well. Never mind. Okay, so can I do anything else here? 65% chance? Yep, there we go. Okay, so at least we took out another enemy. And then we just have the flamethrower guy. Now, the flamethrower guy is going to be really difficult for me to deal with. Thankfully, we're resisting a little bit. But yeah, he's going to be really tough. Because as you can see, I'm literally doing 0 damage. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to deal with him, to be honest. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe... he has no stamina. She has a lot of stamina, so I suppose I'll give her the contraband ammunition and then maybe use her to attack him. There we go. 68% chance. Okay, am I going to get a bleed? No, he resisted it. He did. He is a little bit further away from the cover now, so we might have an opportunity to do a bit of damage. Yeah, that's much better. Ooh, unfortunately that was a miss. I mean, we've hit with 52%, so I thought, hey, 62? Why not? Let's try it out. Okay, so next turn then. He's probably going to move forward, let's face it. Or maybe not. Maybe we get a chance to move first. Yes, 87%. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. He needs to be healed, by the way. This guy certainly needs to be healed. Unfortunately, he's now getting into position once again, but thankfully he is now flanked by 3 characters instead of just 1. So I'm going to heal. And then hopefully... Yeah, well, now we have a lot of different options. So that's nice. I guess I'll use target acquired. That is decent. Okay. Can't hit them all, that's for sure. Okay, single shot's not going to work. Full auto might work, but that is going to give us literally no damage whatsoever. What about mow down? Mow down's really not going to do anything either. It is going to do quite a bit of damage to the actual cover though, so we'll try it. Because let's face it, it seems like we have to eliminate the cover first for us to get anywhere really. So let's use repelling fire once again, because 93% chance, and to move him away from the cover is probably going to be the only thing that we can really do. As you can see, he's consistently moving back to that place. But if we can continue to move him back, then we're wasting his action points, and we are doing a little bit of damage to him, but it is not ideal, suffice it to say. So 87% chance? Sure, why not? If we'd hit every single time, this guy would already be dead, but unfortunately that's just not how it goes. Okay, single shot. Yeah, okay, wait a minute. Can Christoph actually do single shot? Yes, he can. He's the best, so let's do this. Or maybe not so much the best, because he missed an 89% chance to hit. But there you go. He's still away, so maybe we can do it again? Yeah, there we go, another 20 damage. And maybe we can get... he's going to move now. Yeah, he's going to do setup. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again use our medic to use repelling fire on him. And it seems like she hits like an absolute beast. Like, she doesn't do that much damage, but she always hits, which is just crazy. Alright, well, let's do single shot, 82% chance, and I think he's almost dead. So, who am I gonna get the kill with? I guess her? She would, yeah, I mean, she could definitely use a kill, why not? There you go. Nice. I mean, I don't think they actually get normal experience like other games, but it's just nice to kind of spread out the kills a little bit. Because she basically helped us to win that completely. Okay, so now technically I could go over there because there is loot, but I don't know whether I really want to because I'm going to get seen by this patrol if I go in there any further. So I'm actually just going to avoid the battle and see if we can secure the other district. Okay, so there they are. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. All right. This is actually not even. This is not that bad because they don't have any. Cover, which is actually really good. So I'm actually gonna move my guy over here, and once they have moved, I'm gonna build a barricade in front of our other guys so that protects them a little bit more. There we go. I'm glad I brought this guy along. Let's just say that. I really am glad that I brought him along. Okay, so rallying the troops, that's not very nice of you. I mean, it's nice for them and everything, but not so much for me. Okay, so let's have a look here. I do want to do contraband ammunition with Christoph right here because I'd like to eliminate the officer, if at all possible. Or maybe the rifleman at the back, because the rifleman at the back is going to be pretty difficult to eliminate, I think. Yeah, we're flanking him too. We could do a lot of damage to the officer, though. I don't know what the officer is capable of doing. See, now that's the thing. Critical, 6%. I mean, the officer just generally buffs others, and the rifleman is going to be doing damage. So I guess I'm just going to attack the rifleman, because we are flanking him at the moment as well. And we did get a bleed, yes, or a flame, or whatever. Either thing, it doesn't really matter, as long as we're getting something. That's all that counts, I suppose. Okay, so turn 2. Let's just try and focus down that guy. Gonna heal, because I really don't want to die in the second round. Thank you. Yeah, the dog is doing so much damage. Really. Absolutely insane damage right now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do something here. We could do mow down, which would do a lot of damage. That's pretty good. Let's try it. Okay, we got a critical, but we missed the other one, so that's alright, because we do want to focus down the... Whoa! Okay, that was a big critical right there. Okay, yeah, so we do want to focus down the rifleman. As you can clearly see, that was just so much damage. And that was a nice critical heal. Very good work. Okay, command. Yeah, that's fine. And now, well, we have a lot to do with him. Clear out? What does that actually do? Oh, yes, that's the explosive, isn't it? Oh, that's actually really good. Well, I'm going to just use this for the moment because that's a 94% chance. And we are flanking him at the moment, so we could theoretically do quite a bit of damage. He did resist that. And now our buff has gone. So we will just have to murder him in this turn. With a 94% chance, that was a miss. And the dog is still doing massive damage. Of course it is. Alright, let's continue to try and kill him. Yes, thank you. Phew. Okay. I was a bit worried there for a second. I really thought that we were going to be in some problems. And the officer is now dealing some damage too. Okay, so we are now unable to do this. We can't do clear out either. I could do single shot and try to do damage to the officer, or we could try and do full auto on these two. I was really hoping that at least one of them would hit. I mean, single shot would have been the safest option, but the problem is I really wanted to take out 2 enemies in one go. There we go, there's a little bit of extra damage there. And hopefully Christoph is going to be getting back his stamina. Yes, he does have his stamina back now, so I'm going to use an explosive against these two, and hopefully that is... Yeah, look at that damage. That is some insane damage right there. That's really nice. That is exactly what we want. And, okay, this guy's really low. Can we actually heal now? Yes, we can. Okay, so I'm going to heal here. Nice critical heal, too. Exactly when we need it. Wow. That is some intensity. All right. So now we're going to need mow down to hit. Oh yeah, there we go. We got both of them. Now, thankfully, the dog handler only has a little bit of HP remaining. And do you think I can... I can't finish him off. Can I finish him off with this guy? Might be able to. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Good work. Good work. Okay, so now this guy only has one activation point. So he's only able to act once per turn. We can act 4 times, which is just amazing and very, very good. All right, so I am going to just murder this guy, I guess. I mean, there's not much more, you know. I can't really do anything else. That's the only thing I can do, and I will try to heal if necessary. Doesn't seem like it is necessary at the moment. Let's just continue to do single shots. Thankfully, the officer is quite far away, so that single shot actually does have an effect, because if he was a bit closer, it would be a bit difficult for me to get damage on him. So let's just continue to do the damage. There we go. She does a lot of damage, surprisingly enough, with just normal abilities. Alright, so these guys can't do anything right now. Yeah, we don't have any more long ammunition, which is a problem. So I guess I will just have to use this. 1 HP and he... yeah, okay, well, never mind. 80% chance and he missed it. Oh, that's just my luck, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's try this. 83%. Yeah, there we go. She's always super reliable. It's crazy. Okay, well, there you go. Done. That is indeed the other mission, other objective, shall I say? And we are now done. There you go. We are victorious. We did take a lot of damage, however, which is pretty bad. Our momentum has gone down once again by 1.1%, but hopefully this will get us a little bit more. Not many among the resistance fighters choose to handle explosives voluntarily, especially since the projected lifespan of such a task tends to be even shorter than usual. However, the Uprising may have found one such individual during the recent ammunition depot raid. Given her stated experience with assembling munitions, Command is willing to give her a chance. And Helena has joined our cause. Welcome aboard. Oh, I was hoping that I might get an event to increase our momentum a little bit, but oh well, never mind. Alright, so there you go. And now we can have these people stay here and restore themselves. So you can see here 2 days, 2 days, 3 days, and 3 days. So we are going to take some of them into the battle, of course, but not all of them. I'm probably going to take... I'll take Christoph and our medic, and I'll let Thomas and Casimir's just stay there and see what's up. And also, we're probably going to be taking Helena with us as well, because she's just absolutely insane. Look at this. She's got just all kinds of explosives and fun stuff to take into battle with us. But otherwise, that will be the end of this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. And otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.